Thanks for having me, Michael.
All right, so tonight you guys have a very tough opponent in the considered school rival, Mount Vernon. Obviously, you coached here before years ago. Now you're back. What's this rivalry really been like in difference from when you first coached here to now?
Well, I think, obviously all sports consider Mount Vernon as one of our biggest rivals. The student body's always been enthusiastic anytime that we play Mount Vernon in any sport. And our athletes look at it as a rival game as well. And so it's usually a very intense contest.
All right, and this week you guys have 2 home games on your schedule, obviously tonight against Mount Vernon and then tomorrow against Connorsville. So what really are you expecting from the players on their home court?
Well, first of all, Mount Vernon's one of the better teams that we'll play this year. They're picked to be the best team in the conference and possibly the best team in the sectional by the end of the season. They're young, they're very talented, very athletic, coming off of a strong season last year. So we'll have our hands full with them. So this week in practice, our preparation has been to prepare for Mount Vernon and at the same time put some things in or run some offenses against the different defenses that Connorsville will present to us on Saturday night. But our main focus has been on Mount Vernon, and then we'll regroup, win or lose after tonight's game, have a walkthrough tomorrow at 10:30 or 10 o'clock in the morning, and try to prepare for Connorsville.
Yeah, and you mentioned they're having the Connorsville game the day after the Mount Vernon game, and you talked a little bit about recouping, and you mentioned that on the Coaches Show earlier this week on Monday. So what really are you hoping to see from the boys, whether a win or loss on Friday, to bounce back for Connorsville?
Well, it's 2 different types of teams. In preparing for them, Mount Vernon mainly plays man-to-man defense. And then when we play Connorsville Saturday night, they'll play some 2-3, they'll play some 1-3-1 zone, they'll play man-to-man, they'll play 1-2-2 zone. Coach McCullough really mixes it up, and we've seen him play all 4 of those defenses. So in preparing for that game, we've worked on various offenses that we run against all those different types of defenses. So main preparation, as I mentioned, is covering Mount Vernon's offenses and sets and out-of-bounds plays during this week, and at the same time working on the various defenses that Connorsville will present Saturday night. But Saturday morning in our walkthroughs, we'll mainly cover Connorsville's different offenses and their sets.
All right, and one player to mention here that's really gotten a lot of minutes, especially running the point, has been sophomore Cooper Sims. What really have you seen in his production from maybe the summer to this point in the season?
Well, Cooper's a young man that we think can really help this team this year, and obviously think that he is one of the players that will be the future of this program. To begin the year, we really weren't playing him at the one spot or the point guard, but he showed signs in practice of being one of our better ball handlers and a player that has done a nice job of getting the basketball to the key area, to the elbows, and maintaining possession of the ball without turning it over, and then making some good decisions on distributing the ball. And so he earned some of the playing time that he's getting, trying to work him in. When you're playing a young player like that, you want to be careful. You don't want them to get passive or not play as aggressive as they would when they're playing with players their own age. But Cooper seems to be adjusting well to that and seems to be getting better each day in practice and building more confidence. So we're trying to work him in at the point guard behind Dontrez. We feel like that if we can use more than one point guard, that helps us to stay fresh, especially on the defensive end, being able to run players in and out with fresh legs. We've also tried to get other players involved in the rotation. Reese Kaplinger, I mentioned on our Monday night show. Reese just gives maximum effort every day in practice and is ready to play at any time. It just so happened in our last game against LaPel, Seth Laravia played so well, there just wasn't a lot of time for Reese to play in that particular game, but he's always ready to go. Joe Estes is a junior that, we're wanting to get more time, not getting as much time as I'd like to see him get. But before the lapel game, he rolled his ankle, and, he was limited on what he could do against the lapel team and didn't get to see any playing time. But he's another player that we'd like to get back in that rotation. And then, Isaac Wilson is a versatile player. I mentioned him in our Monday night radio show. He's been able to play at the 2, the 3, and the 1. So he can come in and give us minutes. And the thing about Isaac Wilson is he's a gamer. He's a competitor. When he comes in the basketball game, he's going to make things happen. Sometimes he gets a little bit more aggressive than what we'd like to see and gets himself in a position where he sometimes turns the ball over, but you have to give him credit. He's always very, very competitive, and he's going to give you maximum effort as well. So those are the 4 players that we've been bringing off the bench and trying to get into the rotation, which would give us 9 players at this time.
All right, well, that will do it for the pregame interview. Coach Buck, thank you so much for joining me. We're going to take a quick break, but when we return, the rest of the pregame show with Ryan and Zion. So stay tuned for that here on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
Are you constantly bored and tired on your way to school or work? Then you should tune into the Arabian Roundup. With your hosts Kennedy Quinn and Bella Myers, your morning will never be dull. The Arabian Roundup is from 5 to 7 a.m. Tuesday through Friday. But wait, you can't forget about the Arabian Stampede. You can tune to the Arabian Stampede while waiting to get out of the parking lot after school, on your way to work, and so on. You can catch your hosts Gracie Wolf, Samuel Duffer, and Layla Reef every Tuesday through Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. Get something fun out of your day with our WEEM shows. Hey, are you okay?
No.
What's wrong?
I can't listen to 91.7 WEEM because I'm not in my car.
Well, don't you fear. Our app is here.
Tired of not being able to listen to Pendleton's best radio station, 91.7 WEEM, anywhere and everywhere? Try out our app. With the 91.7 WEEM app, you get the best hits. Our station now goes where our listeners go. Find 91.7 WEEM in app stores today. Available for Apple and Android.
Thank you so much for telling me about the 91.7 WEEM app, found in Apple and Android app stores.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Back to Pendleton Heights basketball on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
Welcome back to John Broughton Field with the Mount Vernon Joe Buck Court, where the Mount Vernon Marauders face off against the Pendleton Heights Arabians. Excuse me for that. But we'll go over the starters while they are announcing it on the court right now. So for the Mount Vernon Marauders, number 10, Elijah Parra, a sophomore. Then number 13, Julian Smith, the sophomore. It's a really young team. Number 14, freshman Aiden Doherty. Then senior 21, Brady Fitzgerald. And then number 23, Romani Wells, sophomore forward. Then for the Pendleton Heights Arabians, number 3, Dontrez Braxton. He's a senior guard. And another senior guard, Aaron Cookston, number 20. Then number 24, the junior Evan Mazingo. Then number 33, the senior Seth Laravia. Number 34, the senior Josiah Gesson. So compared between these two teams, only one senior for Mount Vernon and 4 seniors for the Arabians on their starting roster. So a lot of experience for Pendleton and a lot of almost inexperience for Mount Vernon. But as we said in the pregame, they have 4 people on this Marauders team who are averaging above double-digit points.
I agree, Ryan. Pendleton only has 2 people over the average of 10 points, and that'll be a little tough for scoring-wise, I believe, for the Arabians. It'll be a little bit of a low-scoring game, I'm feeling. But in this case, I do believe the Marauders will score quite a bit of points according to the points per game statistics. But other than that, it's going to be a good game.
So Josiah Gustin and Romani Wells out for the tip. Josiah Gustin 6'8", so he's got quite a bit of advantage in this. Winner of the tip. Actually tipped out of bounds by Seth Ravia, so it'll be Mount Vernon Marauder ball right next to their goal. Yeah. Braden, really packed game tonight.
Very packed.
Shoulder to shoulder almost everywhere I look.
Yep.
Student sections are packed. Just everywhere I see, there's a lot of high scores. Dontrez Braxton steals the pass, but he mishandles the dribble and hits it out of bounds. So
it's just a simple mistake. He can fix that. He can fix it.
Yeah. Got a lot of time. That is Julian Smith taking up the court for Mount Vernon, trying to set up a play here. Over to Elijah Parra. Top of the key. Back to Julian Smith on the left wing. Driving in to Elijah Parra on the right wing. Shots up, no good. Rebound by Seth Arabia. Dontrez Braxton taking up the court. Across the timeline. To the right wing. Over to Evan Mazingo. Tries to take it up. Try to set up a play. Dontrez Braxton. To Josiah Gus on the left wing. Driving. Back out to Aaron Cookson on the left wing. To Seth Laravia. Aaron Cookson in the left corner. Driving in. No good, a little short. Rebounded by Mount Vernon. Julian Smith on the left wing. To Elijah Parra on the top of the key. Then to Aiden Doherty. Over to Elijah Parra up at the top of the key. It's Brady Fitzgerald on the right wing. Over to Julian Smith. Back out to the corner. Romani Wells driving in on Josiah Gusson. It's good defense there by Josiah. Made Romani Wells try to pick up his dribble, but lost the ball, went out of bounds. So Mount Vernon Marauder turnover.
Turnovers like that can set the tone for the Arabians.
Yeah, it shows the nervousness of this Mount Vernon team going into this Pendleton Heights, against these Pendleton Heights at Pendleton Heights. Dontrez Braxton lobs up to Josiah Gusson, and it's good. The alley-oop.
What a lob.
Those are the first points of the game. That's the motivation booster that the Arabians need. As you can hear, the student section is already getting hyped. Julian Smith on the corner, shots up, deep two, rebounded by Josiah Gusson. Aaron Cookson actually got hit by Josiah Gusson, who was a little shocked of that.
He looked pretty shocked.
Yeah, Dontrez Braxton tried to set up a play here to Evan Mazingo. Over to Josiah Gusson on the left wing, shot fake. Trying to drive in on the charity stripe. No good, off the left. Julian Smith taking it up the court for the Mount Vernon Marauders. Julian Smith trying to slow down pace. Over to Elijah Parra on the right wing. Then to Brady Fitzgerald. Back to Elijah Parra at the top of the key. Elijah Parra, left wing with a shot. Little short. Rebounded there by Seth Laravia. Dontrez Braxton now taking up the court. Really great defense by both teams right now. Only 2 points on the board for any team. 2-0 Arabians with 4 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Evan Mazinga with the shot in the left corner. No good. Rebounded there by Aiden Doherty. Over to Julian Smith. Julian Smith over to Elijah Parr on the right wing, driving in on Josiah Guston. That was a great shot there over Josiah Guston and Seth LaRavia.
Very tough shot selection. I'm very surprised he made that shot.
Yeah, there's 3 Arabians around, and he managed to get that shot up and went in. Dontrez Braxton trying to get it to Seth LaRavia. Couldn't get it there. Over to Evan Mazingo on the right wing. Shots up. No good. Rebounded there by Julian Smith. Julian Smith trying to set up a play right next to the timeline. Over to Brady Fitzgerald. Back over to Julian Smith at the top of the key. Julian Smith pass to Aiden Doherty. A lot of Julian Smith with the ball right now, just trying to set up the play, just trying to move it up the top. Not really down, not a whole lot down low from the Marauders.
He has definitely had the ball for quite some time for the Marauders.
Aiden Daughtry at the top of the key. Aaron Cookson guarding. Poked out, almost stolen by Aaron Cookson. He slipped, almost kind of looked like his body just hit it out of bounds right there. So it'll be Mount Vernon ball. 2-2. Tie ball game. 3 minutes, 37 seconds left in this first quarter. Mount Vernon Marauders ball. Riker Bear in for the Mount Vernon Marauders. Passing it in. Brady Fitzgerald. Over to Charlie Cross on the left wing. To Riker Bear. Riker Bear with the top of the key 3. No good. Rebounded there by Josiah Guston. Dontrez Baxton taking it up with some pace. Over to Aaron Cookson on the left wing. Aaron Cookson going down to the left corner. Tries to get it up to Josiah Guston. Does. Evan Mazingo tries to cut up to the right wing from the right corner. Josiah just thought
just a little bit of miscommunication. They can fix it. Just a little bit of miscommunication.
Yeah, got a lot of time left. 3 minutes, 8 seconds. Still tie ball game, 2-2. Cooper Sims comes in for Dontrez Braxton for the Arabians. Charlie Cross on the left corner, Mount Vernon Marauders. Over to Riker Bear on the right wing. Back to Charlie Cross, who cut all the way back. Brady Fitzgerald on the left wing. To Charlie Cross on the left corner. Back to the top of the key. Aiden Daughtry trying to drive it on Aaron Cookson. Backs out to the top of the key and passes to Brady Fitzgerald. Brady Fitzgerald passes to Tanner Teschendorf. Back to Brady Fitzgerald, and that's good on the right wing from Brady Fitzgerald. So it is 2-5 Marauders lead. Cooper Sims taking up the court for the Arabians. Over to Aaron Cookson on the left wing, who passes it in to Josiah Gusson. Josiah Gusson passes out to Cooper Sims. Cooper Sims with the shot on Charlie Cross. Charlie Cross well defended there. Mount Vernon ball, Charlie Cross. Top of the key. Trying to set up a play here. Over to Brady Fitzgerald on the right wing. To Tanner Teschendorf. Down on the post against Seth LaRavia. And back out to Brady Fitzgerald. Over to Tanner Teschendorf again. Over to Aiden Daughtry on the right wing. Shot fake down low. Drives down low on Josiah Gusson and Aaron Cookson. Well guarded there. Good defense there by the Arabians. Cooper Sims taking it up the court for the Arabians. Foul called. It's the first foul of the game on Mount Vernon. That was on Brady Fitzgerald. First foul of the game. 1 minute, 11 seconds left in this first quarter. Mount Vernon leads 5-2. Isaac Wilson passes down to Josiah Gusson. Josiah Gusson draws the foul. Almost went in for that and one. Josiah Gesson going to the charity stripe for 2.
That is Brady Fitzgerald's second foul. We are still in the first quarter.
Yeah.
He could be in foul trouble very late in the game.
He has the only 2 fouls in this entire game, actually.
That is very true.
Josiah Gesson. First shot's up. It's good. Josiah Gesson has all 3 points for the Arabians in this first quarter.
He does.
Reese Kaplinger goes in for Seth LaRavia.
Josiah Gesson will be a big factor in this game with this very hot start.
Yeah, Josiah Gesson was a very big key in the game last year against Mount Vernon. I think we're going to see that same thing again. Second shot was a little short. Almost rebounded there by Reese Kaplinger. It is Arabians' ball. It was tipped out by Mount Vernon, so good effort there by Reese Kaplinger to try to get that board. Now it's Arabians' ball right next to the...
Very good effort. Cool. Effort wins over skill most of the time.
Josiah Gesson on the left wing. Out to Cooper Sims. Cooper Sims spins out of the defender. Almost made there by Aaron Cookson down low on the post. Just bounces off the back of the rim and out. Julian Smith on the left wing for the Mount Vernon Marauders. Over to Ramani Wells at the top of the key. Guarded there by Josiah Gesson. Tries to drive in on Josiah. Trips. Foul called on the floor. It's Josiah Gesson with the trip. The first foul for the Arabians. 38 seconds left in this first quarter. 3-5 Marauders lead. Very low scoring game, as you said, Braden.
That is true. It is a very low scoring game. I anticipated it being a very low scoring game. It's also a very low fouling game, I'd assume. Or not assume, as I see, there's just one player on the Mount Vernon Marauders with 2 fouls.
Julian Smith at the top of the key, trying to set up a play. Julian Smith trying to set this play up. Taking a lot of time here. Trying to get the last second shot. Still staying at the... Now driving in. Pass out to Elijah Parra at the top of the key. Barely misses. Almost toilet bowls around the rim.
That rebound
over to Isaac Wilson. Isaac Wilson for the last second shot. Almost goes in.
That last second rebound by Reese Kaplinger was huge.
Yeah. That is the end of the first quarter. Mount Vernon leads 5-3. This is the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
This presentation of the...
Are you okay?
No.
What's wrong?
I can't listen to 91.7 WEEM because I'm not in my car.
Well, don't you fear. Our app is here.
Tired of not being able to listen to Pendleton's best radio station, 91.7 WEEM, anywhere and everywhere? Try out our app. With the 91.7 WEEM app, you get the best hits. Our station now goes where our listeners go. Find 91.7 WEEM in app stores today. Available for Apple and Android.
Thank you so much for telling me about the 91.7 WEEM app, found in Apple and Android app stores.
Back to Pendleton Heights basketball on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
Welcome back here to Joe Buck Court. As you hear, student section really getting into the game. 5-3 Mount Vernon Marauders lead at the start of the second quarter. Arabians ball. Cooper Sims taking it up over to Evan Mazingo, trying to drive in. At the top of the key now. Reese Kaplinger on the right wing. Passes down low to Josiah Gesson over defender. Josiah Gesson spins. Good move there, but just off to the left.
Off target. He can fix it.
Yep. Mount Vernon with a rebound. Julian Smith at the top of the key. Mount Vernon's really trying to slow down pace while the Arabians are playing quick. Really working the Arabians' favor for defense. Ramani Wells on the left wing. No good. Cooper Sims taking up the court now. Over to Aaron Cookston, top of the key. Now to Evan Mazingo, driving in on the right wing. Back out to Cooper Sims. Cooper Sims pulls up, gets blocked there. Evan Mazingo on the left wing now with the ball. Over to Cooper Sims on the other wing. Now to the top of the key. Aaron Cookston on that right wing, driving in. Cooper Sims now with the ball at the top of the key. Back down to Aaron Cookston. Now over to Evan Mazingo on the right wing. Cooper Sims with the ball. Cooper Sims being well guarded there by Riker Bear. Passes out to Reese Kapling, but Reese Kapling overshoots Josiah Gustin. Miscommunication there. Turnover, Arabians, Mount Vernon Marauders ball.
A lot of turnovers here to start the game, Ryan.
Yeah, I feel like that's going to be a big thing in this that Coach Bucks is going to talk about in this halftime break. Julian Smith drives down. Cooper Sims tries to draw the foul. The charge actually is called on Aaron Cookston for the push.
Foul. That is absurd.
I actually think it was on Aaron Cookston.
It was on Aaron Cookston. They called it a blocking foul, I believe.
3-5 Mount Vernon Marauders lead with 6 minutes, 12 seconds left. Elijah Parr with the ball driving on. Josiah Gustin tries to pass out to Romani Wells. Stolen by Aaron Cookston. Aaron Cookston taking it up the court. Now Cooper Sims. Over to Aaron Cookston in the left corner. To Josiah Gustin at the top of the key. Evan Cookston in the left corner, excuse me. Foul called. Romani Wells. His first foul of this. Second foul, of this second quarter. Still 5-3. Mount Vernon Marauders lead. 5 minutes, 48 seconds left.
I'm anticipating a very low scoring game if it's going to stay at this pace.
Seth Arabia passing over to Cooper Sims at the top of the key. Sims driving in. Foul called. Cooper Sims, great job there by drawing the foul, trying to get up. Riker Bear there with the foul. Cooper Sims is going to go to this charity stripe for 2.
We could use these points to tie the game and give us a little bit of momentum that we have not seen in the game yet.
Yeah, that is Cooper Sims first. Good. Cooper Sims is a sophomore. We'll see a lot of him, I think, in these next 2 weeks.
One of the only sophomores on the Arabians, I believe, that has got consistent varsity time.
Yeah, I think the only, if I'm correct. Second one is good for Cooper Sims. Julian Smith taking it up the court. Over to Romani Wells on the left wing. Now Aiden Dotry. Over to Elijah Parra on the right wing. Back to Aiden Dotry. Julian Smith driving in. Blocked there by Josiah Gustin on the right post. Over to Romani Wells. Also really, Josiah Gustin with 2 blocks in the same possession.
2 blocks, and he got his own rebound. That is absurd.
Aaron Cookston now at the top of the key. Trying to lead Cooper Sims, the young Cooper Sims, to where he needs to go. Now Josiah Gustin down on the left post. Spins to the left. Almost goes in. Rebounded there by Cooper Sims in between 2 Mount Vernon Marauders players. Jump ball. It'll be Mount Vernon Marauders ball. 5-5. 4 minutes, 47 seconds left in the second quarter.
A little bit of a hot take, I guess you could say, but Cooper Sims made a pretty big factor in the short minutes he's got.
Yeah, Cooper Sims had played 13 minutes in that game against LaPel. Had a lot of minutes against Wapahani.
He's already got 2 of the points and 2 of the rebounds.
Romani Wells, deep 2 at the top of the key. Misses, but Julian Smith tries to drive down low to get the rebound. Fouled there by Evan Mazingo.
Aaron Cookston.
Was it Aaron Cookston?
Yeah, it was.
Excuse me. Aaron Cookston with the foul. There's 3 Arabians down there. Julian Smith managed to get around all 3. Isaac Wilson going in for Aaron Cookston. That is Aaron Cookston's 2nd foul. So you're going to try to keep him good for We will stop 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
Broadcasting from the WEEM studios, underwritten by Community Hospital Anderson, this is the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM Pendleton.
Welcome back to Joe Buck Court. 5-5 score. 4 minutes, 7 seconds left in this second quarter, where Brady Fitzgerald on the right wing for the Mount Vernon Marauders, right when they get the ball passed in, hits the three. That is his 6th point of the game for Mount Vernon Marauders. 8-5 now the score, 3 minutes, 50 seconds left. Cooper Sims with the ball. Over to Seth LaRavia on the left wing. Drives down, mid-range two. No good. Rebounded there by Julian Smith. Over to Elijah Parra in the left corner. It is good. Timeout, Pendleton Heights. Score 11-5. We'll take a quick break with them. This is the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
This 91.7 WEEM is looking for advertisers for our video sports streaming. Be a part of the Arabian Sports Network's video broadcasting, bringing football as well as boys and girls basketball to the Pendleton community and beyond. Averaging over 100 views in the first year, WEEM's video streaming will only grow. And here's your chance to get in on the ground floor. For more information, contact Christian Harmon and become a part of the Arabian Sports Network. 91.7 WEEM.
Welcome back here to Joe Buck Court, where the Arabians and Marauders are coming back out from that timeout. 11-5 the score. Mount Vernon Marauders lead. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the second quarter. It is Arabians ball. Cooper Sims will be taking it up for the Arabians. Across the timeline. Cooper Sims over to Isaac Wilson on the right wing, driving in on Julian Smith. Almost as good off the front part of the rim on that layup. Julian Smith calls a timeout. We'll stay right here. 11-5 the score. Brady Fitzgerald leading the entire game with 6 points, and we have Elijah Parra with 5. So only 2 players for the Marauders who've scored. Same thing for the Arabians, Josiah Gus and Cooper Sims. So, as you said, Braden, it's a very well-defended game. I feel like we're going to see that the entire time, and we're going to see a lot of the student section, both student sections going to get in it, especially down into the lower parts of the game. Last year was a really close game. Mount Vernon won by 2 points in that game. Last second shot by Evan Mazinga was no good. But what do you think the Arabians need to do in the second quarter and going into later in the game to improve to pull out with the win here, Braden?
They're going to need to do a lot. One, handling the ball a little better. Got some very costly turnovers here early in the game. Also, not necessarily rebounding the ball, but getting the necessary rebounds, the ones that we need to get, and maybe getting a couple turnovers in your favor here in the late part of the game.
So Julian Smith now for the Mount Vernon Marauders taking up the court. Over to Romani Wells, driving on Josiah Gustin. Back out to Elijah Parra on the left wing. On that left elbow now to Julian Smith on the right wing. Guarded by Isaac Wilson. Julian Smith driving in on Isaac Wilson. Well defended there, but Seth LaRavia and Isaac Wilson. The shot is good for Julian Smith.
Their leading scorer has their first point of the game.
Isaac Wilson passes to Evan Mazingo. Evan Mazingo almost was actually stolen. Evan Mazingo picks it up, though. Over to Cooper Sims. Cooper Sims drills the three. That is Cooper Sims' 5th point of the game. Elijah Parra now, the right side of the court for Mount Vernon, taking it up. Now to Romani Wells on the left corner, guarded by Josiah Gustin. Over to Julian Smith on the right wing. Foul called. I think it was on Romani Wells for the moving screen. Yep, moving screen by Romani
also
Wells.
His second Marauder, 2 fouls early in the second quarter.
Now Riker Bear is going to go in for Mount Vernon. Romani Wells takes a seat. Cooper Sims taking up the court. Isaac Wilson was taken out. Now it's Dontrez Braxton and Cooper Sims at the guard spot. Cooper Sims tries to pass down low to Josiah Gustin. Josiah Gustin loses the ball in between his legs. Julian Smith steals the ball. Now Marauders ball. Elijah Parra driving in. Elijah Parra on the right wing. Guarded by Evan Mazingo. Now trying to set up a play. Guarded by Evan Mazingo. Driving in now. Brady Fitzgerald on the left wing. To Julian Smith across the court. Julian Smith over Evan Mazingo. No good. Rebounded there by Josiah Gustin. Arabians taking pace. Cooper Sims now on top of the key. To Seth Arabia. Down low to Josiah Gustin on the right wing. Josiah Gustin Mount Vernon tries to draw the foul there. No call. Josiah Gustin wide open for that layup.
2 players have our points, and they are both in 5 points. And it's only points of the game. And it's Cooper Sims and Josiah Gustin, the biggest key factor of this game. Also, one thing I've been seeing is a lot of great ball movement in the game for both teams. More so the Ravens, I believe. I feel like the Marauders are more so relying on Julian Smith to handle the ball early in this first half, but maybe they'll switch that here come later in the game.
Yeah, Julian Smith has had a lot of possession, had a lot of time of possession with the ball. I think way more than anyone else for this Marauders team.
He's probably got north of 7 minutes of possession time.
Yeah, he now has the ball, taking it up. Over to Riker Bear on the right. Now over to Aiden Daughtry, the freshman. Now down low to Tanner Teschendorf. Excuse me, that was Brady Fitzgerald. Over to Julian Smith on the left wing, and that is good. That's Julian Smith's 5th point of the game. Dontrez Braxton passes down on the right corner to Evan Mazingo. Over to Cooper Sims, Cooper Sims passes over to Josiah Gustin. Tipped out. Actually, calling it Arabians ball, but there's a lot of...
This is a big game. Holy moly.
A lot of disagreement from Mount Vernon's side, and a lot of agreement from Ravens, as I would have thought. Evan Mazingo now tipped away. Cooper Sims picks it back up. Cooper Sims passes it down over to Josiah Gustin on the right corner.
Game time play, baby. Yes, sir.
Josiah Gustin with a step back, deep 2. Josiah Gustin has 7 points now in the game. 16-12 with 6 seconds left of this second quarter. Julian Smith driving down low on Josiah Gustin. Well guarded there, but Julian Smith still pulls up with that point. So that will do it for this first half. 18-12 is our score. But Zion Palmieri got to sit with the color guard of the Pendleton Heights. But this is the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
Hey, how are you doing today? Thanks for doing this interview today. We're going to go into the production room. Go ahead and sit down. This won't take long, just a few questions. Ready? Welcome to Weem Weekly. I'm your host, Emily Pulley, and today we have the mascot with us. So starting off today, what animal are you? You're not really answering my questions, but let's keep going. Do you enjoy being the mascot? Are you even going to be able to answer any of my questions? What's the point of this interview anyway? Get out.
We welcome you here to the halftime interview on the 91.7 Arabian Sports Network. I am here with
Mads.
She is a member of Pendleton Heights Color Guard, correct? Okay, so what are some main differences between marching band guard and winter guard?
Well, marching band, I mean, obviously you're with the band, but you also have to deal with moving around a lot more because you have to cover a whole football field. And I will say winter guard's always, like, the stuff's a little bit harder because you don't have to deal with, like, the wind and everything. So, like, there's more tricks and that kind of stuff. I mean, I don't know. I don't prefer either. But
Is there? You said you have to like deal with wind and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Is it like significantly harder, or
depending on how like fast the wind is blowing, it can, especially like with like flags, it will get caught in the silk, and your tosses or just like choreography in general can be like majorly messed up and everything, or just a lot harder. And it doesn't really affect weapons as much. Like saber tosses are fine because of how thin it is. It kind of just cuts through it. But rifle is kind of scary because it's this giant block of wood that, could move at any point in the air while it's up there.
so? What is the most difficult thing in both guards?
I don't really know. It depends on the person because, at least for me, dance is harder than anything because that's a huge aspect. But I mean, it could really be anything because some people have a harder time with flag, some people have a harder time with weapon and that kind of stuff. Like it's all like depending on the person.
Do you have a favorite thing?
Probably like rifle and saber.
Is there a specific reason? I know you said dance was harder for you.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I grew up in guards, so like learning how to like spin and like do choreography and stuff hasn't really been that tricky to like learn how to figure out throughout the years. But
So for you right now, what does an average practice look like?
so we dance for around like 30 minutes to an hour, like for like a 3-hour practice or like 4-hour. We dance for like 30 minutes to an hour, and then depending on the time of the season, you'll either do like technique for a little bit, or you'll just jump straight into learning or reviewing and cleaning choreography. And it'll basically just be like that until like probably like the last 30 minutes, and then you'll start like doing like chunks through the show and that kind of stuff, and then doing a full run at the end of practice.
So for you, so you are a senior?
I'm a junior.
Oh, you're a junior.
Yeah.
So since you've joined, what all has changed?
Well, we've had a bunch of directors like go through it. Because we started with these 2 people, and then they left, and then over 2021 we had like probably like 5 or 6 different people come in and leave, and then we had 2 more people come in, and then one of them left, but then and then the other person left, but then the one person came back, and now we're with him. And there's a bunch of, I don't know, it's probably just like the people in general, like directors and like members and everything.
For you, is there any specific thing that you think you've improved like a lot on? I'm sure you're a junior. I'm sure you've improved a lot.
Probably with like weapon, because you normally start out on like flag and you like move up when you get more experience in different things. But yeah, probably weapon.
Is there a specific favorite show you've done?
I mean, my first Winter Guard show was pretty fun, but I think either this marching band show or my 8th grade Winter Guard show.
Is there a favorite show you've seen?
Ooh. I've seen way too many. Marching band is probably the Blue Coats show this year. And I don't even know Winter Guard, because I have so many favorites. I like a lot of shows there's this independent guard called AMP. It's really good. Fusion's really good. I don't know. I have a lot of favorites. It's bad.
Well, that will be it. Thanks for joining me here. This was the halftime interview on 91.7 WEEM.
91.7 WEEM is looking for advertisers for our video sports streaming. Be a part of the Arabian Sports Network's video broadcasting, bringing football as well as boys and girls basketball to the Pendleton community and beyond. Averaging over 100 views in the first year, WEEM's video streaming will only grow. And here's your chance to get in on the ground floor. For more information, contact Christian Harmon and become a part of the Arabian Sports Network. 91.7 WEEM. Are you constantly bored and tired on your way to school or work? then you should tune into the Arabian Roundup. With your hosts Kennedy Quinn and Bella Myers, your morning will never be dull. The Arabian Roundup is from 5 to 7 a.m. Tuesday through Friday. But wait, you can't forget about the Arabian Stampede. You can tune to the Arabian Stampede while waiting to get out of the parking lot after school, on your way to work, and so on. You can catch your hosts Gracie Wolf, Samuel Duffer, and Layla Reef every Tuesday through Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. Get something fun out of your day with our WEEM shows.
Hi, my name is Layla Reef. I'm the director of the social media department here at Wayne, and we have 5 different social media platforms that we're on. So my job is to manage all of the content that we're posting and overview the staff and kind of help them out with whatever they're working on.
To combine the sports and social media department, I work on game day promos you see on our social media, and I also do interviews.
My favorite thing about being in the social media department is working on the various projects that go towards our social media pages.
I go down onto the courts and fields and get videos of all of our players playing their games and then compile them into a highlight video for our Instagram.
Social media is definitely something I see myself doing in the future just because I love what I do.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
The play, shoot the ball. They're playing a little too fast-paced, taking a little bit of bad shot selection, and it's how it's going to work if you're taking bad shot selections and playing at a fast pace that you're not used to playing. And for the Marauders, they're also playing a little fast-paced, but that's how their team operates. They've had a couple slow-paced possessions. They've scored off them. They can play either way so far as what I've seen, but they're doing better with the fast-paced offense, and it's working out pretty well for them.
Yeah, we have just a little bit more time here. So what do you think the Arabians really need to work on? As we've said turnovers a lot for this Arabians team. We've seen in the fast race. Dontrez Braxton really fumbling the ball there a few times down low, then a few passes there, misreach, trying to get Josiah Gus and either get stolen or overthrown. But I think the Arabians, they really have a lot going for them defensively. They've done a really great job. All those buckets for Mount Vernon have not been very easy. They've been really tough buckets, and they've done a really great job at just trying to get them up, just taking their time with the shots, and they've done great. Ravens have done a great job defending, as I said.
Ryan, I agree. We've kept a lock on Julian Smith for a while. He had no points in the first quarter. Then we thought we did it all. We thought we did it all, and we let Julian Smith score 7 points in the second quarter, which is a little bit not good, if you say so yourself.
So now, Arabians taking it up the court. There's Dontrez Braxton with the ball. Over to Josiah Gus on the left wing. To Dontrez Braxton at the top of the key. Over to Evan Mazingo on the right elbow. To Aaron Cricks on the left corner. Back to Dontrez Braxton at the top of the key. Evan Mazingo on the right wing now. 3 is good.
Cash, baby, yes.
That is Evan Mazingo's first points of the game. 15-18, Mount Vernon leads. Julian Smith taking it up for Mount Vernon. Over to Elijah Parra. To Brady Fitzgerald. Back over to Julian Smith on that left wing. Driving in. Euro step out to Elijah Parra. Aiden Daughtry. Driving in. Julian Smith now. Julian Smith has been everywhere for Mount Vernon. I see him one place and I go to look at him again. He's on the complete other side of the court with the ball.
So currently, I've seen him as the Mount Vernon's offense. He's assisting people. He's taking the shots. He's getting rebounds. He's really doing it all for the Mount Vernon Marauders.
That ball was tipped out by Arabian, so Mount Vernon passes it in. Romani Wells over to Julian Smith. Now Aiden Daughtry in the right corner. Over to Elijah Parra. Now Julian Smith at the top of the key. To Aiden Daughtry. Now Romani Wells on Josiah Gustin. Tries to drive in. Josiah Gustin stops him. Now he's at the top of the key trying to set up a play. Aiden Daughtry in the right wing. Elijah Parra now. Mount Vernon still trying to set up a play here. Romani Wells on that left wing. Aiden Daughtry. Now Romani Wells at the left wing again. Julian Smith on that right wing now with the ball.
They've held the ball for a long time on this possession. Probably about a whole 45 seconds.
I think it might have been over a minute actually now.
Yeah.
Elijah Parr on the left wing now with the ball. Trying to drive in on Dontrez Braxton. Slips up a little bit. A lot of people calling for travel on the student section. Now Elijah Parra with the shot. Left wing, no good. Rebounded there by Dontrez Braxton. Taking up the court quickly. Now on that left wing. Left post, passes down to Josiah Gustin. Josiah Gustin with that easy layup.
Josiah's got 9 points now.
Yeah, 17-18 score. Mount Vernon leads. Julian Smith on the right wing now. Over to Romani Wells. And on the left corner. Elijah Parra passes to Aiden Daughtry. Aiden Daughtry with his first points of the game. Aaron Cookson, the ball passes to Dontrez Braxton. Mount Vernon in a full court press now. Dontrez Braxton passes the timeline. Now trying to speed up pace again. Evan Mazingo now driving in. Euro step. Foul on the court. Charge. Foul on Evan Mazingo. Mount Vernon ball. 2017, Mount Vernon leads. 5 minutes left in this third quarter. Looks like there's a little bit of water on the court.
A little bit of sweat. These boys are working really hard.
Yeah, you can see a very low scoring game. Julian Smith taking it up for Mount Vernon. Driving in on Seth Laravia. Out to Elijah Parra. Now Romani Wells driving in from top to key. Stolen there by Evan Mazingo. Evan Mazingo passes to Dontrez Braxton. Now taking it up the court. Crosses the timeline. Heavily guarded there by Julian Smith. Now Aaron Cookston. Back to Dontrez Braxton who drives in. Back out to Aaron Cookston on the top of the key. To Dontrez Braxton on the left wing. Driving in on Julian Smith. Tries to spin move. No, did not work. To Josiah Gus on the right elbow, driving in on Romani Wells. Draws the foul. Josiah Gusson will go to the charity stripe for 2.
That is Romani Wells' third foul.
Yeah, you'd wonder if they would like to sub him out or not.
I'll have to see what they are. We're still mid-third quarter, so, he's still got 2 fouls to give if possible. And I see is that Tanner Teschendorf. He's coming in.
Yep, you are correct. Tanner Teschendorf now in for Romani Wells. Josiah Gesson's first one was good. And that puts him up to 10. 18-20, Mount Vernon leads. Josiah's second one is up, and that is good. Now Julian Smith taking it up for Mount Vernon. Guarded heavily by Aaron Cookson. Now over to Elijah Parra. To Andrew Daughtry. Over to Julian Smith on the other side of the court. No good. The three is no good. Evan Mazingo trying to take it up.
That's out of the Marauders.
That is almost looked like Evan just threw it off his leg.
It did.
That thing went flying.
It was soaring out the hallway.
Arabians with the ball down low. Dontrez Braxton taking it out for the Arabians. Over to Aaron Cookson on that left corner. To Evan Mazingo. Back over to Aaron. Dontrez now with the ball on the right wing. Down low to Josiah on the right elbow. Josiah pulls up for 2. No good, but he gets his own rebound and goes up with a layup. That is good. Ravens with the
13
lead
points.
now. Yeah, Ravens with the lead, Braden.
Josiah Gustin's well past his season average as he's been shut down a couple of games. This game he is really turning up.
Yeah, 21-20, Arabians lead. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left in this third quarter. Julian Smith's ball. Now that is Brady Fitzgerald on the right wing. Over to Tanner Teschendorf. To Julian Smith on the left wing. Elijah Parle with a three at the top of the key, and that is good. Right over Dontrez Braxton. Aaron Cookson now taking it up the court. Dontrez Braxton passes back to Aaron Cookson, over to Evan Mazingo. Just trying to swing it around now. Now down to Josiah Gustin down low. Back to Dontrez Braxton on that left wing. Dontrez trying to drive to Seth Laravia on the corner. Seth driving in. And one. Seth Laravia with the layup. And that is good. That foul is on. I'm correct. Julian Smith. That is Seth Laravia's first points of the game, and he is going for the line for free throw.
Ryan, one player I want to talk about is Elijah Parr. I know the Ravens are shooting free throws, but he's got 8 points. And he's leading the team. He's putting the team on his back. Not necessarily all the way on his back. There's Julian Smith still carrying a little bit, and Brady Fitzgerald. They're all producing, but I believe Elijah Parr is producing at the next level.
Josiah Gustin subbed out for Reese Kaplinger. Yeah, as you said, Elijah Parra, he does have 8 points, but I think a lot of that success, there has to be some credit given to Julian Smith. He's just done a great job.
He's assisting, he's rebounding, he's scoring. He's really doing it all for the Marauders.
Seth Laravia's free throw is good. I mean, it looks like he's just running around the court, just tiring out his defender all the time.
And he doesn't even look affected by it.
No. Julian Smith with the ball over to Brady Fitzgerald. Brady Fitzgerald passes to Andrew Daughtry. To Elijah Parr down low, guarded by Dontrez Braxton. Dontrez Braxton, really great defense. Dontrez Braxton with the rebound. Dontrez, I gotta say, he's not the tallest guy on the court, but he still finds a way to get those rebounds. He's a very aggressive player. Timeout from Pendleton Knights. We're gonna take a quick break with them. 24-23, Arabians lead with 2 minutes 11 seconds left in this third quarter. This is the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
This presentation of the Arabian
91.7 WEEM delivers the best variety of songs, news, and is student-run. We produce imaging pieces, live broadcasts, content, podcasts, and more. Our students work hard every day to improve our station. You can support our station by following us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. Be sure to also tune into the radio, 91.7 WEEN, on air, online, and on demand.
Heights basketball on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
We welcome you here back to Joe Buck Court, where the Arabians lead 24-23 against the Mount Vernon Marauders. 2 minutes 11 seconds left in this third quarter. Actually, Braden, this is the first time the Arabians have led since the first points have been scored.
It is, Ryan, and Josiah Gustin has been a pretty big factor in that, holding with the scoring lead for the Arabians with 13, and well above his season average right now.
Yeah, Josiah Gustin, it's very tough to guard a guy of his size who could move around, shoot. He can do a lot of things, and he's a very dangerous player.
They've got a couple guys close to his height, but nothing's been able to stop him so far.
Evan Mazingo passing to Josiah Gustin. Josiah Gustin driving in on Tanner Teschendorf. Pulls up from the mid-range two. No good. Rebounded there by Elijah Parra. Deep pass to Tanner Teschendorf, guarded by Josiah Gustin. Right over Josiah Gustin's hands. Tanner Teschendorf's first points of the game. Dontrez Braxton now taking up the court for the Arabians. Over to Aaron Coast on the right wing. Back to Dontrez Braxton. Dontrez Braxton passes to Aaron Cookson. Down to Seth Arabia. Back to Aaron. Now Evan Mazingo with the ball on the left wing. Back to Aaron Cookson. Aaron Cookson driving on Elijah Parra. That is a very tough bucket, and it's good from Aaron Cookson. That is Aaron Cookson's first points of the game.
See a lot more guys getting involved than just Cooper Sims and Josiah Gustin currently.
Elijah Parra passing to Brady Fitzgerald. Over to Tanner Teschendorf. Elijah Parra with the three. Elijah Parra, 3 is good. That is his third 3, if I'm correct, of the game. Referees. Official timeout.
I'm not even sure what happened, Ryan. Do you see it?
No, I did not. There's a referee timeout. Cooper Sims takes out Dontrez Braxton.
I saw Aaron Cookson holding his head, but I'm not 100% sure what happened. Maybe an elbow to the head?
Maybe. Just making sure he's all right. Cooper Sims. Mount Vernon's in a full court press, and Cooper Sims
He got trapped, and it went right off of Elijah Parra's feet.
Yeah, Cooper Sims trying to get open. Evan Muzinga couldn't get to him. Just I guess, and now with the ball, now he's running up the court, crossing the timeline to Seth Arabia in that right corner.
That's good.
Needs Seth Arabia. Now it's 6 points in this third quarter.
Another official timeout.
Yeah, the ball went to the officials bench.
Oh, did not see that one.
Yeah, now Julian Smith taking up the court for Mount Vernon, guarded by Aaron Cookston. Julian Smith now over to the right wing. To Brady Fitzgerald at the top of the key. Over to Andrew Daughtry. Now Julian Smith at the top of the key. To Andrew Daughtry. Driving in on Cooper Sims. Over to Brady Fitzgerald in the left corner. That is good. Brady Fitzgerald now has 9, excuse me. Aaron Cookson now the ball, taking it up the court. Across the timeline on the right wing. Over to Cooper Sims. Cooper Sims on the left wing. Over to Aaron Cookson. Now Seth Arabia at the top of the key. Seth Arabia with the in between 2 Mount Vernon players for the 3. Couldn't get it. But that'll do it for the third quarter. Arabians 29, Mount Vernon 31. This is the end of the third quarter. This is the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
This presentation.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Back to Pendleton Heights basketball on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
Welcome back to Joe Buck Court, where the Pendleton Heights Arabians facing off against the Mount Vernon Marauders. Really close game right now. Mount Vernon leads 31-29, and it's been within 3 points, I think, this entire game. And it's been back and forth. Mount Vernon with the ball.
It's been very close, Ryan. Very close. Very intense matchup, as I anticipated it would be.
Yeah, this is a big rivalry between the two schools in almost every sport, I would say. Julian Smith with the ball. Over to Brady Fitzgerald at the top of the key. Now back to Julian Smith on that right wing. Back to Brady Fitzgerald on the the right corner now. Trying to drive it on Seth Arabia. Foul called. I think it was on Seth Arabia for blocking. It was a blocking foul.
I think so.
Yep,
it is a blocking foul.
That is Seth's first foul. There's Brady Fitzgerald for Mount Vernon, taking it out. Over to Tanner Teschendorf. Now to Elijah Parra. Guarded by Aaron Cookson at the top of the key. To Julian Smith on that left wing, driving in. Now Elijah Parra on the right wing. That is good. Elijah Parra has hit his past 3 3-point attempts. Elijah Parr now up to 14 points. Cooper Sims taking it up for the Arabians on that right wing. Trying to get it to Evan Mazingo. Evan Mazingo tries to drive in. Little overthrown there from Cooper Sims. There's a turnover from the Arabians. Mount Vernon ball. Julian Smith taking up the court now for Mount Vernon, Over to Brady Fitzgerald, who passes back to Julian Smith. Back over to Brady Fitzgerald. Barely misses, but Mount Vernon gets their own rebound. Gets 2 offensive rebounds right down low. That was Aiden Daughtry getting both of those offensive rebounds. She gets fouled by Cooper Sims.
You called that on Cooper Sims?
Actually knows Aaron Cookson, Caught me there, Braden.
I was a little confuzzled. I can't lie to you.
Aiden Daughtry. First one is good. That is his 3rd point of the game. Aiden Daughtry getting ready for his 2nd one. 35-29. Mount Vernon leads. 6 minutes, 57 seconds left. Aiden Daughtry's 2nd one is good. Mount Vernon still in a 4-court press. Aaron Cookson trying to take it up the court. So he's going to make it through pretty easily. Cooper Sims now at the top of the key with the ball. Guarded heavily by Julian Smith. Cooper Sims over to Josiah Guessel on that right corner. Foul called. Foul on Tanner Teschendorf, it looks like.
It was. They called it a holding, so it must have been grabbing his jersey or something.
Timeout, Mount Vernon. We're going to take a quick break with them. 36-29. Mount Vernon leads. 6 minutes, 39 seconds left in the quarter. This is the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
This presentation. Are you constantly bored and tired on your way to school or work? Then you should tune into the Arabian Roundup. With your hosts Kennedy Quinn and Bella Myers, your morning will never be dull. The Arabian Roundup is from 5 to 7 a.m. Tuesday through Friday. But wait, you can't forget about the Arabian Stampede. You can tune to the Arabian Stampede while waiting to get out of the parking lot after school, on your way to work, and so on. You can catch your hosts Gracie Wolf, Samuel Duffer, and Layla Reef every Tuesday through Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. Get something fun out of your day with our WEEM shows.
Against the Mount Vernon Marauders. Mount Vernon leading 36-29, and Braden, I think this is the largest margin of a lead anyone has the entire game.
It may be, Ryan. Maybe close to the start of the game. They may have had maybe a little bit more than 7, but I don't think so. They've got a decently sized lead for the expectations of the game. It was expected to be a pretty tight game. Still is a pretty tight game. The anticipation is very intense, and
Yeah, the Ravens are still not out of this game. You still have 6 minutes, 40 seconds left.
They are very much in this game.
They have the ball right now. Cooper Sims passing it in. Cooper Sims to Seth Aravia at the top of the key. Down low to Josiah Gesson now. Tanner Teschendorf tries to reach in on Josiah. Tyler Davis, excuse me. And Mazingo with the pass in. Josiah Gesson passes out to Cooper Sims. Cooper Sims, that is good. That's his first 3 of the game. Second 3, excuse me. Julian Smith taking up the court for Mount Vernon. On that left wing, guarded by Aaron Cookson. Over to Elijah Parra. Elijah Parra at the top of the key. Trying to set up a play. Guarded heavily by Evan Mazingo. Over to Brady Fitzgerald on that right wing. To Julian Smith at the top of the key. Really close to half court. Almost stolen there by Cooper Sims. Elijah Parra in that left corner. Foul on Evan Mazingo. Shooting foul. So Elijah Parra is going to go to that charity stripe for 3.
That's really not the shooter you want to send to the line, Ryan. He's not shooting a bad percentage this season, and he's not shooting a bad percentage tonight.
Yeah, actually, Elijah's free throw percentage on the year is 100%. So this is definitely his strong point. Yes. And his first one is good. That puts him at 15. Elijah Parra for a second. 37-32. Mount Vernon leads. Second one is off.
Oh, they ruined a perfect streak.
That's his first miss of the year.
And we may have jinxed him, but it goes in the Arabian's favor.
Romani Wells goes in for Brady Fitzgerald. Elijah Parra getting ready for a second shot. Third shot, excuse me. Third shot is good, so it puts him at 16 on the night.
Gee, money.
Cooper Sims taking up the court, guarded by Julian Smith. Cooper Sims driving in on Julian Smith. Passes out to Evan Mazingo. Over to Aaron Cookson. Now to Seth Arabia on the left wing. Aaron Cookson on the left wing. Seth Arabia on that left corner. Back to Aaron Cookson. Aaron Cookson driving in. Mid-range jumper. No good. Julian Smith now with the... Julian Smith taking it up for the Marauders. Monty Wells on that left elbow. Elijah Parra on that right wing now. The ball. Now driving in from the top of the key. Passes out to Brady Fitzgerald. Brady Fitzgerald with the three is no good. Rebounded there by Cooper Sims. Cooper Sims taking it up. Passes over to Aaron Cookson. That was a great pass there by Cooper Sims. Aaron Cookson right there, right on that left post. Aaron Cookson now with 4 points.
Got a player down for the Marauders.
Only 4-point lead now for the Marauders, 34-38, with 4 minutes left. 4 minutes, 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We have a official timeout. So Elijah Parra leading the game in points with 16. Coming close behind Josiah Gesson with 13. Brady Fitzgerald with 9. Cooper Sims with 8. So we got 2 people over double digits and 2 more pretty close to getting to double digits.
I think we'll get there, Ryan. I think Josiah may hit 20 points. He's just got to keep cooking.
Yeah, Josiah, we still got 4 minutes, 41 seconds, and if the Ravens did what they did in that third quarter, trying to get down low to Josiah, it really did work in that third quarter. They got the lead back and everything.
They did.
I think the Marauders kind of try to isolate Josiah Gesson, try to not let him get the ball. We haven't seen him have the ball a whole lot down low. But I think if they try to get down low to him, it's going to be a pretty good way to score for the Arabians.
It will be. I also like the factor of Cooper Sims being able to shoot it from 3 every once in a while, drive it, and then he creates a shot for other people. It relieves a lot of room for versatility in a player. That's why he's getting so many minutes as a sophomore.
This is his first year on varsity. Well deserved. Ray Fitzgerald on that left wing for Mount Vernon. Pass to Elijah Parra now on the right wing. Elijah Parra heavily guarded there by Aaron Cookson. Over to Riker Bear on the top of the key to Aiden Daughtry, guarded by Evan Mazingo. Trying to drive in, Evan Mazingo stops him. Elijah Parra now at the top of the key. Aaron Cookson giving him no space, driving in. Great defense there by Seth Arabia. Foul on the court. That is Josiah's second foul of the game. It's official timeout. We're going to take a quick break with them. Mount Vernon leads 38-34. This is the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
This presentation of the
91.7 WEEM is looking for advertisers for our video sports streaming. Be a part of the Arabian Sports Network's video broadcasting, bringing football as well as boys and girls basketball to the Pendleton community and beyond. Averaging over 100 views in the first year, WEEM's video streaming will only grow. And here's your chance to get in on the ground floor. For more information, contact Christian Harmon and become a part of the Arabian Sports Network. 91.7 WEEM.
Worth 91.7 WEEM.
Welcome back here to Joe Buck Court with Mount Vernon Marauders lead 38-34 with 4 minutes left. Romani Wells on the charity stripe. First one is no good. Romani Wells, who averages 15 points per game, actually is 0 in tonight's game.
It's not very usual you see him at 0 points. Maybe every once in a while he'll get held down every other year probably. But you're not going to see him getting stuck at 0 points like this. Great job by the Ravens defense.
Yeah, second one is no good. Rebounded there by Josiah Gesson. Cooper Sims taking it up the court. Over to Aaron Cookson on the top of the key now. To Evan Mazinga. Back to Aaron Cookson. To Cooper Sims. Back to Aaron. To Cooper Sims now. Foul on the court. He's Romani Wells.
Fourth.
This is fourth. Yeah, you were right.
One more and he'll be out. And we're in the very key last minutes of the game.
Yeah, and he's one of the only ones who could defend Josiah, it looks like.
Yeah.
Romani Wells is not on the court. Josiah really does well. Aaron Cookson with the ball on the right corner. Now to Cooper Sims at the top of the key. Back to Aaron Cookson on the right wing. Cooper Sims on the left wing. Driving in. Almost goes out of bounds. Reverse layup is no good. Foul called. Foul called on Cooper Sims. That is his first.
I think he actually might have stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, it was really close.
He may have caught his foot on the baseline. Maybe the refs give him it, but he still comes out with a foul.
So Mount Vernon now is in bonus.
They are in bonus, and they have a 4-point lead. So with 3:20 to go, it's Mount Vernon ball.
The Riker Bear to the line. Yeah, with this new rule for IHSAA, for bonus, you don't have like a single bonus where you only get one shot, and if it doesn't make you can get the rebound, you always get 2 shots now. So Riker Bear with his second. His first one was no good. Riker Bear, second one is good. Timeout called. Mount Vernon. We're going to stick right here, though. 39-34. 3 minutes, 19 seconds left. Mount Vernon leading. So, heading into this late game, what do you think the Arabians are going to try to do, Braden, to pull out with this win?
Well, they've got to try to get to the post with Josiah Guston. Back in the second to third quarter-ish, they're pushing the paint, and Josiah was scoring points. He was up to 13 points within maybe a quarter or so, and now he's been kind of shut out and a little bit dormant this the rest of the second half. But they need to get back into the paint to him. But I really do like the idea of having Cooper Sims in, bringing the versatility, being able to shoot, being able to create some space on the floor and pass it back to a shooter like Evan Mozingo, and maybe pop a couple threes, get the lead. I don't know. It's a little stressful.
Yeah, I agree with you with Josiah Guston there. Because Romani Wells is guarding Josiah, and Romani has 4 fouls. So if you get a down low to Josiah and he draws the foul there, Romani is out of the game, and he's the only one who's been able to guard Josiah.
Nobody else has stopped Josiah, and it's working pretty well for the Arabians if they get Romani Wells to foul out.
Aaron Cookson taking up the court for the Arabians. Over to Cooper Sims. Now Aaron Cookson at the top of the key. To Josiah Guston. Josiah Guston driving in. Passes back out to Aaron Cookson. Aaron Cookson wide open for 3. Goes in and out. No good. Julian Smith gets the board. Almost travels. Passes to Aiden Daughtry. Aiden Daughtry passes back to Julian Smith. Julian Smith taking it up the court. Crossing the timeline to Aiden Daughtry on that right wing. Over to Riker Bear. Riker Bear passes to Brady Fitzgerald. Back to Riker Bear at the top of the key. Timeout called. Mount Vernon. We'll take a quick break with them. 39-34. Mount Vernon leads. 2 minutes, 36 seconds left in this fourth quarter. This is the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
This presentation.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Back to Pendleton Heights basketball on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
We welcome you back here to Joe Buck Court, where Mount Vernon is leading the Arabians 39-34. 2 minutes, 36 seconds left in this fourth quarter. This game is not over, down by 5 points, but we've seen a bigger comeback from the Arabians in this game. And I think, as you said, in that right before we took the break, try to get down low to Josiah Gusson, and it did work Romani Wells with 4 fouls now, trying to stop Josiah Gusson. It's really tough to stop.
Draw one foul. Romani Wells is gone. They don't have a whole lot of options to guard Josiah Gusson. He's standing at 6'8". There's not a whole lot of height in this conference, if I'm being real. There's not a whole lot of height. Josiah Gusson's probably one of the tallest, if not the tallest. I don't believe there's somebody who can stop him besides Romani Wells.
Yeah, Brady Fitzgerald taking it out for Mount Vernon. Over to Aiden Daughtry. Julian Smith now with the ball on the top of the key. Guarded by Josiah Gusson. Josiah Gusson came all the way down from down low. Trapped. Julian Smith figures out a way to get out of it. To Riker Bear at the top of the key. Now back to Julian Smith. Almost looks like they're trying to trap the Mount Vernon Marauders. Aiden Daughtry trying to drive down low on Aaron Cookson. Foul on Aaron Cookson there.
That's his fourth.
So 2 players in this game with 4.
They're trying to get all their points from the charity stripe.
Yeah.
Trying to waste some clock, shoot some clock, draw a foul, get some points from the charity stripe. It's an efficient plan, and it works.
39-34, Marauders lead. Aiden Daughtry on the charity stripe for his first shot. His first shot is up, and it is good. That is his 5th point of the night. Seth Arabia is going in for Dontrez Braxton. Arabians going with the big lineup here. Caden Sims being the only, not Caden Sims, excuse me, Cooper Sims, only, you could say, guard out there. Aiden Daughtry's second one is good. Aaron Cookson taking it out for the Arabians. Marauders in the full court press. Aaron Cookson taking it up the court. Over to Cooper Sims. Cooper Sims crosses the timeline to Josiah Gusson in that left wing. Driving in on Romani Wells. Almost tipped away. Josiah Gusson gets it back. Aaron Cookson passes all the way over to Cooper Sims. Cooper Sims misses the 3. Over to Josiah Gusson. Josiah Gusson driving in. Seth Arabian now with the ball in the left wing, driving in. Barely misses the layup, but Josiah Gusson gets the ball back, and that is a foul. Josiah Gusson shooting 2. There's Brady Fitzgerald. That is his 3rd foul. Josiah Gusson going for 2. Charity stripe. (41-34). Mount Vernon Marauders lead. 1:39 seconds left.
I think we need a mop boy, Ryan.
Yeah,
we've sweat on the floor.
We've had a lot of official timeouts just to wipe up sweat.
I'll be a mop boy.
You'll be a mop boy?
I'll be a mop boy.
Josiah Gusson's first one is good. Puts him to 14. Dontrez Braxton subs in for Seth Arabia.
Josiah Gusson, he is 72% free throw shooter before coming into the game tonight, and he makes both from the line.
Yep, Josiah up to 15 now. Now, Arabians in the full court press. Trying to slow down. Barely gets it over. Elijah Para passes to Ramani Wells. Now Elijah Para trapped. Foul on Cooper Sims. Cooper Sims push. So Elijah Para on the line. Yeah, she missed his first free throw of the year in this game earlier in this fourth quarter. 36-41. Mount Vernon leads. Second one is missed.
That's
that is shocking for him.
very coming into the game. 100% from the free throw line, and he's missed a couple tonight.
He's missed. You said two. Elijah Para with the second one. The second one is good. 42-36. Minute 24 left. Arabians with the ball. Cooper Sims with the ball. Crosses timeline pretty easily through the full court press. Josiah Gesson on that wing. Deep two. Foul and one. Ramani Wells, that is his fifth foul.
Hey, Ryan, what do we say? Big-time players make big-time plays.
That is right, Braden. That is Josiah with the and one. Deep two. That's a mid-range jumper. And it's good. 38-42, and Josiah Gesson's going to the line to try to bring this lead down to 3. Josiah Gesson. Shot is up. And it is good. Now down to 3 points, 39-42.
Now with the 3 points, minute 10 to go, I believe the Arabians are going to make an aggressive time on defense right here.
Yeah, Julian Smith. Foul on Josiah Gesson. A lot of people disagree with it. As you can hear from the student section, I bet all you guys can hear it. Julian Smith on the line for 2. I think official timeout. There was sweat on the ball.
More sweat?
Yeah, more sweat on the ball.
Man, make me the mop boy. I'll clean this 4 up so nice. I'll keep Joe Buckcourt in check.
First one is good. Julian Smith's 8th point of the game. Julian Smith. The second was up, and it is good. 44-39 now. Minute left to go. Elijah Para goes out of the game. Tyler Davis goes in for Mount Vernon.
1 minute remaining.
Cooper Sims taking it up the court. Josiah Gesson now on the left wing. Josiah Gesson over to Seth Aravia. Seth Aravia to Evan Mazingo. Evan Mazingo with the 3 from the right wing. No good. Rebounded there by Brady Fitzgerald. Julian Smith taking it up the court. Trying to trap Julian Smith here. Riker Bear. Stolen from Cooper Sims. Foul on Riker Bear. Aaron Cookston will go to the line for 2.
That's some very key free throws for Aaron Cookson and the Arabians. He's got to make these 2 to bring this into a one-possession game.
Yeah, Aaron Cookson 65% on the year on the charity stripe.
It's not the greatest percentage, but I believe he's a clutch player.
Aaron Cookson with his first. First one is up. It goes off the back rim. No
Too
good.
Strong.
Josiah Gesson trying to pick up Aaron Cookson.
He might need to quit bench pressing. He shot it too hard. It's absurd.
Aaron Cookson with the second. Second one is up. It is short. Full court press still. Seth Aravia guarding. Aiden Daughtry with the ball. Stolen by Cooper Sims. Aaron Cookson picks it up. Evan Mazingo now taking it up on the left wing. Evan Mazingo with the shot. And it is good. It's good. Down to 2 points. Timeout. Pendleton Heights. We're going to stay right here. 14 seconds left. 44-42. Mount Vernon leads. Evan Mazingo with 6 points now. That is a very clutch three, Braden.
That is, hey, big-time players make big-time plays.
You are most certainly right, Braden.
Aaron Cooks, not Aaron Cookston. What am I saying? Evan Mozingo is him.
Evan Mozingo last year was actually the guy who brought Pendleton back into the game, and he was the one who was trusted with that last second shot. Sadly, he did not go in, but
I'm trusting him with the last second shot again.
Yeah, I think you still keep, as you said, the trust of Evan Mozingo. Evan Mozingo is
shooting 44% from three-point range.
Yeah,
that is an insane statistical.
Yeah, and he's averaging second highest in the team right now.
Yeah,
maybe actually the highest.
Yeah, he's second highest behind Josiah Gustin, but he been a very key player so far in this game. And clutch.
Yeah. So we got a little bit more time here. I feel like the Arabians are going to go full court press.
I don't see how we couldn't.
Yeah, you have to.
He's got to hope Josiah Gustin doesn't foul, or Aaron Cookston, both in a little bit of foul trouble. And if you foul, they go to the line.
Hey, Caden Sims has poked out the last 2 steals for the Arabians in very clutch times. That last, where that three came from, wasn't a steal from Cooper Sims, excuse me.
And they actually still on the bench.
Yeah, he actually is out, but they're bringing out all the great defenders, looks like.
Very quick, very shoot. They're looking to shoot the ball.
Julian Smith gets the ball. Brady Fitzgerald, Evan Mozingo fouls. Brady Fitzgerald. So
Ravens are looking to shoot the ball. They have brought in the highest percentage shooters in our team.
Yeah, Brady Fitzgerald going to the line for 2. He hasn't hit a free throw all year, actually.
Aaron Cookston? Was that on Aaron Cookston?
No, that was on Evan Mozingo.
Oh, okay.
Brady Fitzgerald with his first. You're going to hear the crowd. First one is no good. These are some very important free throws for Mount Vernon. Because if he doesn't hit this one, the Ravens could hit a 3
that could
and win the game. So we'll stop. We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
Broadcasting from the WEEM studios, underwritten by Community Hospital Anderson, this is the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM Pendleton.
Welcome back here to Joe Buck Court. The Arabians really 12 seconds left, down 2. Brady Fitzgerald with the 1 free throw left. They're actually in a timeout right now. Arabians took second to last timeout. They got 1 more left. But Brady Fitzgerald hasn't hit a free throw all year. Missed his first one. Got 1 more left. And got 12 seconds on the clock.
To be honest, Brady Fitzgerald is the guy you would want to send to the line, shooting 0% from free throw. Obviously, he's gonna be working on that free throw shot after this game.
Yeah. I say you almost have to hit this free throw just to hope.
Just to secure overtime or maybe a victory. You got to make this one.
Yeah, but you heard the crowd on that first one. It's loud. And I feel like the pressure might get to Brady Fitzgerald here, but
I honestly don't see how he's shooting 0% from the free charity stripe. He shot pretty well from the 3-point line tonight.
Yeah. Hey, pressure.
Pressure
is everything. Second one is no good. Rebounded there by Josiah Gustin. 10 seconds left on the clock. Josiah Gustin taking it up the court. Josiah Gustin driving down to Evan Mozingo. Oh, timeout. Arabians, 2 seconds left. We're going to take a quick break with them. This is 42, 44, 2 seconds left, in this game. This is the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
Here at 91.7 WEEM delivers the best variety of songs, news, and is student-run. We produce imaging pieces, live broadcasts, content, podcasts, and more. Our students work hard every day to improve our station. You can support our station by following us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. Be sure to also tune into the radio, 91.7 WEEM, on air, online, and on demand.
Pendleton Heights basketball on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
Welcome back to Joe Buck Court. for the Arabians. 2 seconds left. They really need to make a shot here. They're down 2. Have the ball on their side. And Isaac Wilson taking it out for the Arabians. They need to pass it in soon. Evan Mazenga with the ball. Evan Mazenga with the 3. Just no good. Oh. Really hard-fought game there. Just no good. Mount Vernon pulls out with the